down, bring the hips up, bring them back down to a squat, and then stand. So working on a little bit of mobility. So again, squatting down, lifting the hips up, bring it back down, and coming to a stand. So let's keep repeating this at your own pace. Feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, starting to warm the legs up. Spend about 10 more seconds here. We'll get one more. All right, so from here, we're gonna go to some windmill toe touches. So keeping our wide stance, we'll reach down towards one foot, right back to the center, then the other. Move at your own pace. And about 10 more seconds. One more on each. Then we'll move into some big arm circles. We're gonna loosen up the shoulders. Start to warm up the shoulders and chest with some movements. We'll go ahead and switch directions, sending them back. An option if you'd rather go for that swimming motion, alternating, kind of play around, it feels good. All right, we'll shake it out and go ahead and get started. So we're gonna start with some pause squats first. So for pause squats, feet are gonna be about hip width or slightly wider. At the bottom, we're going to lower, pause, hold for about 3 seconds, and slowly stand up. So we're gonna go for a minute total, a little bit longer since we're doing body weight. We'll get started here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, pause squats, so lowering down, holding 3 seconds, and slowly standing up. I'll trust you both to count on your own. Keeping it a slow 3 seconds. My face is already sweating like crazy with this thing. It's okay. It's all good. Maybe trying to get a little bit lower. We're already halfway through. Nice job, ladies. So 20 seconds left here. Go breathing through. Final 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. Stand up. We're gonna head down to our mats. We have some negative push-ups. So for negative push-ups, you can either go on the knees or toes. The goal is to lower down all the way to the mat as slow as you can go, keeping those elbows pinned. Then we'll push up to reset. So again, you can go at your own pace, but again, as slow as possible. We'll go for a minute once again in 3, 2, 1, begin. And feel free to play around starting on the toes, maybe dropping to the knees when needed. Really focusing on keeping those elbows pinned in by the sides. Focusing on that control. Ooh, about 30 seconds left. I'm trying to slow it down even more. Bracing that core nice and tight all the way down. 15 seconds. Final 10, home stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll take a stretch back child's pose. A little relief for the arms. Take a deep breath or two. All right, we'll go ahead and shift forward and make our way onto our backs. We're gonna go for some bicycles and single leg lift. So for this exercise, elbows are nice and wide behind the head. We're gonna twist to that bicycle crunch, lift the leg up, down, and twist, up, down. We'll get ready here in 3, 2, 1, begin. And nice and slow, focusing on keeping that back as flat as you can. Doing that full twist across. Getting those legs out as far as we can go. Awesome work, ladies. We have 10 seconds left. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Bring knees to chest. Take a couple deep breaths. Maybe draw some circles with the knees. A little reliever here. Woo. When you're ready, we'll roll up. Make our way to standing. We're back to pause squats. Woo. How are we doing so far? Both of you? Good. Good. Thumbs up. Good. All right. So back to 1 minute of pause squats. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Pause squats, getting nice and low. Stay for 3 seconds. And slow on the stand. Keeping it nice and controlled. Knees are in line with toes. And keeping the chest lifted, shoulders back, all those good things. We're already over halfway through. Moving into our final 15 seconds. Last 10, home stretch. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll shake it out. Woohoo! I'm like just sweaty face. Good thing I have like 20 masks. I keep like 10 in my backpack just cause. Yeah, yeah, keep them everywhere. Might as well. All right, negative push-ups are next, going for 1 minute. Again, either knees, toes, or you can kind of mix and match. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow, all the way down. Trying to keep that back flat by drawing belly button in towards the spine. Elbows are tucked in close. Pushing up nice and strong as we reset to the top. Awesome work. We have 30 seconds left. We're going to slow it down even more if we can. 15 to go. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish out, and then we'll stretch it back for a quick child's pose, a little relief. A few deep breaths. All right, when you're ready, we'll shift forward, make our way all the way down to the mat. We're back to our bicycle crunch, single leg lift, going for about 40 seconds. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Full twist across, lifting that leg up, down. Trying to reach that leg out as far as we can. And slow and steady. Awesome work, ladies. We've about 10 seconds left. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. Bring knees to chest for a little stretch if you'd like. Or feel free to roll up. Woo, how are we doing so far? Good, good. Cool, cool. All right. Next up, so we're gonna start with some starter lunges. So I'm gonna take a big step back we'll start with the right leg back, left foot forward, flip the toes under so they're there for support, and then from here we're going to be lifting the hips up and lowering all the way back down to the mat, trying to keep the back as flat as we can and really light pressure on the fingers, really just stressing that front leg. So good stuff. We'll do 30 seconds per side. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lifting up, all the way back down. Keeping this controlled. Most of the pressure should be in that front heel. Nice job. We're halfway through on this leg. Final 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can finish it out. We'll switch sides, stepping right foot forward, left foot back. Same setup, flipping those left toes so they're there for support. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Lifting those hips up, down, and most of the pressure in that front heel. Really light pressure in the hands. As always, breathing through, help yourself out. 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. Woo. Good leg burn. All right, we're going to go on all fours next. So you can either have the palms flat on the mat or you can go for neutral wrists, so making fists. I know personally it's more comfortable for me, but you can feel it out for yourself. From here, we're gonna go to some bird dogs. So we're gonna be reaching out, but a little twist. We're going to reach external, internal, and set it back down. So again, reaching forward, out, forward, and back to get a little more activation with the back and glutes. So we'll go for 45 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So slow and steady. If you're out here, really focusing on bracing the core by drawing belly button in towards the spine. Nice work, ladies. Slow and steady here. Let's go ahead and make it a minute. So we have 20 seconds left. Bonus. And final 10 seconds. Brace that core as tight as you can. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll take a stretch back, child's pose, knees out wide. Taking 2 to 3 breaths, maybe swing side to side. Alrighty. Whew. For core, we're gonna go ahead and just shift forward. We have a plank variation. So for planks, you can either go up on the hands or option of down on forearms, whatever is more comfortable. And for our variation, we're gonna go for some hip dips. So dipping the hip down towards the mat, up towards the center, down towards the mat, up towards the center. If you do need a break, feel free to hold the plank, leave out the hip dips for a little bit. We'll go for 30 seconds, no surprises here. 3, 2, 1, here we go. A nice controlled dip, slow as comfortable, pull to the center, releasing those obliques, side abs to lift yourself up, and adjusting the feet as needed. Ten seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll relax. And quick stretch back, take 2 deep breaths. Just staying on the mat. Whew. All right. I'm sweating all over here. This is why we're spaced out. Okay, so what do we start with? Left leg forward, right leg back for our starter lunges. And light pressure in the hands right on either side of that front foot. We'll get started here in 3, 2, 1. So lifting and lowering. And powering up through that front heel. Keeping that back as flat as we can. Keep breathing through. We're over halfway. Moving into our final 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can lower down. Kind of shake the legs out. Right foot forward when you're ready. Left foot back. Same setup. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. So it's lifting, lowering. Here we go. Power up through that heel. Keeping the hands nice and light. Over halfway. Moving into our final 10 seconds. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can step that leg back. Take a moment to stretch, breathe if you need to. And then we're setting up for our bird dogs. Our little external flare. We'll start to make our way to all fours again, either with palms flat or you can make some fists if that's more comfortable. And we'll stick with a minute. Went well last time, so might as well. We get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So lifting opposites. Bring them out, in, set it down. Really focus on drawing belly button towards the spine to keep that core strong and stable. Helping to support the body here. Awesome work, ladies. We're over halfway. And about 20 seconds left. Keeping it slow and steady, trying to keep that arm and leg in line with the body when we lift. Ooh. Home stretch here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll stretch it back for a moment, knees out wide. And maybe shifting side to side will feel good. Kind of stretch out the hips, legs a little more. Take 2 deep breaths. Woo. All right, and moving back to our plank and hip dip. So either on forearms, hands, aiming for 30 seconds, taking breaks as needed. We'll get started here in 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll lift up and add that little dip to the side. And really focusing using those side abs, obliques to lift yourself up. Already over halfway through. Final 10. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll stretch it back another time here. Couple deep breaths. Woo. We are going to be staying on the mat. We're going to flip over. We have some glute bridges to kick off our third and final round. Quick check on time. Yeah, we're good. We have time. Woo. Yeah, I'm getting warm in here. The HVAC is also like, this room is way hotter than our studio normally is, or outside. Anyway, for glute bridge, we're gonna go for a single leg glute bridge, so we'll get 30 seconds per side. So we have 2 options. First option is gonna be crossing that foot over, kind of in a figure 4, as we lift, lower, trying to keep those hips as level as possible, or can hold it out straight, just keep it right there the whole time. So you can pick what feels best for you. Again, we have 30 seconds per leg, moving at your own pace. We'll start with either left leg raised or crossed over. So right side first, in 3, 2, 1, here we go, lifting and lowering. If you need to, you can put the hands on the hips just to kind of check in and see if you're keeping them mostly level. Otherwise, you can lay hands on the ground. If you want an extra challenge, don't lower all the way down, just kind of hover right over your mat. You have 10 seconds left on this leg. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll lower down, switching sides, and try to take that same variation you did on the first side. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lifting and lowering. Again, you can place hands on the hips just to check in with alignment. An option of that challenge of not lowering all the way down. Nice work, ladies. We have about 10 seconds left. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can relax. So bring knees to chest just for a quick stretch if you'd like it. Drawing some circles with the knees, maybe just rocking side to side. Woo. All right. For core this round, we're gonna stay completely flat on our mats. We're gonna go for some roll-ups, keeping with our slow theme here. So rolling all the way up to reach towards the toes. You can keep a round in the back as we lower all the way back down. So we're gonna go for 1 minute total. Good challenge here to really focus on keeping it slow. We're not rushing through at all. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If you need a little momentum to get up, feel free to kind of hoist yourself, but really just focus on that slow, controlled way down. Get that bonus stretch at the top. Always good stuff. Always remember to breathe through. You're over halfway. Slow, 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 all the way down. Woo. 15 more seconds. Final 10. Go for 1 more. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax for a moment. Take a breath. Woo. We are staying on the mat, but we are going to flip over. And I have another plank variation for you guys, just because it's a great full body exercise, but it is. This time we're going to go up on the hands all around because we are going to do some shoulder taps. So really stressing those shoulders this time. So starting in that high plank position, we're going to add shoulder tap. You can go as quickly or as slow as you like. If you want to pause between, tap, pause, you can kind of feel it out. The same as last time, feel free to take a break as needed. Another option with the high plank too, you can drop down to knees and just keep holding here. This is still a great ab workout. So lots of options. We'll go for 30 seconds total in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Just light taps, focusing on keeping that body as stable as possible. Breathing through. Nice work, ladies. Final 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll stretch it back. Lots of child's pose today. Feels so good after planks and push-ups though. All right. When you're ready, we'll shift forward, lay back down on the mat. We're back to our glute bridge, single leg glute bridge. I don't know what's happening with my pony. It's like falling off my head. I have those like cord binders, which are great for not leaving kinks, but then my hair just doesn't stay. It's a struggle. All right, so we're starting with right leg once again. So either lifting that left leg or you can cross it over. Goal of 30 seconds here in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lifting, lowering. And you can place hands on the hips to check in with alignment every once in a while. You have that option of not lowering all the way down for a challenge. About 15 more seconds. And this time we're gonna add a hold for 10 seconds, just a little extra. So get ready to hold in 3, 2, 1. So holding at the top, trying to keep those hips level. Breathing through, pressing through the heel. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll lower down. Nice job. Just for fun. All right, so we'll switch sides. So left leg is down, right leg either held up or crossed over. We'll start here in 3, 2, 1. Lifting, lowering. I'm trying to keep those hips as level as possible. Powering up through that heel. Nice job, slow and steady. 15 more seconds of lifts. And getting ready for that second hold here in 3, 2, 1. Holding as high as we can. Gonna try to keep those hips level. Press through that heel, ½ inch higher. Here's 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Might feel kind of nice to just like straighten out the legs. Love a good glute and hamstring burn. Whew. All right, roll ups. I was like, what was next? Can't keep track. Yeah, I forget. So when you're ready, if you want to take a quick full body stretch, you can take up some space. If you reach overhead, give just a little bit of time here. Whew. All right, so shooting for 1 minute, nice and slow with our roll-ups. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Reaching all the way up. And as slow as you can go all the way down. Trying to lay 1 vertebra at a time. Awesome control, ladies. Both looking good. We're over halfway. Staying focused. Last 30 seconds. We're trying to go even slower. $15 to go. Focus in. Last one. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Woo! All right. I think we're moving into, let's see what time we're at. Yeah, we're over, but this is our last exercise. Hopefully that works for you both. So, final 30 seconds of work. We have our shoulder tap planks. Pull my stopwatch back up. We'll get ready in that high plank position in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Finish out class strong. That nice stable plank. And to breathe through here. 15 seconds left. And final 10. This is it for today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. We'll stretch it back. Woo! Good stuff. Nice work, Andrea on the tablet, Veronica in person. Do you guys have time for a stretch, or are we wanting to stretch? Cool. We'll stretch. So Andrea, you can.
Yeah.
Good? Cool. All right. Let's start with a runner's lunge. So stepping left foot forward, leaning in to feel that stretch in the hip flexor, and then we'll bring right arm across. Have to think about that. I'm trying to keep that shoulder down from the ear. Breathing nice and easy. All right, we'll release the arm. Staying in this position, we'll place right hand on the hip, and then we're gonna lean over and stretch with the left. Couple deep breaths as we hold here. We'll bring that left hand down, place it on the hip, and the right hand up and over for a big stretch. Couple deep breaths. Good, and we'll bring that hand back down to the hip, and we'll stretch it back, so straightening out that front leg. Hinging forward as far as comfortable. I know my hamstrings are real tight, so that's where I'm gonna hang out. A couple deep breaths. Then we'll slowly roll up the hamstring. We'll switch sides, so stepping right foot forward, leaning in with that hip flexor, and we'll bring left arm across. Yeah. Whatever one you didn't stretch last time. Try to keep the shoulder down from the ear. If you want to, you can also roll out the wrist, kind of stretch the fingers. Couple more deep breaths. All right, we'll release the arm. And we'll start with right hand on the hip. Left arm is going to reach up and over, big stretch. Couple deep breaths as we hold. Then we'll bring left hand down, place it on the hip. Right arm is going to stretch up and over. Couple deep breaths. And we'll bring right hand back down to the hip. We'll start to straighten out that front leg. Hinging forward, reaching towards the knee, shin, toes, whatever is good for you. Breathing easy. All right, we'll slowly start to roll up the leg, and we'll make our way to standing from here. So option to grab a wall for balance if you'd like. We're gonna stretch out the quads, worked them hard today. So we'll start with that right foot, pulling it up, holding here. If you'd like, you can start to kind of hinge forward too, play around, enhance that stretch. We'll take one more deep breath. Then we'll release that leg down. We'll shake both legs out, and we'll switch sides. Moving to that left foot, so we'll start to gently pull it up. An option to hang onto a wall or something for balance. And you can play around with hinging forward too, to play around with enhancing that stretch. One more deep breath. And we'll release that foot down, taking a wide stance next. We'll first let's reach overhead, deep breath, and then exhale, we're going to reach down towards left foot or whatever side you want to start with. Stretching out the low back, hamstrings a little more. Take one more deep breath. Then we'll hang towards the center next, letting the head and neck relax down. Maybe shifting side to side. You can find a sway with the upper body, whatever feels good. We'll take one more deep breath. Good, we'll slowly start to walk our way over to the other foot. And hang in here, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, low back. Taking one more deep breath. Then we'll slowly roll all the way up to standing. Once you get to the top, we'll take some shoulder rolls, nice and big, releasing some tension. Then we'll finish off with a reach overhead, and we'll start to stretch towards one side. We'll hold here, feeling that stretch in the shoulder, down the back. Take one more deep breath. Good, and we'll switch to the other side, big stretch. Holding here, breathing easy. One more deep breath. All right, bring it back to the center. Shake it out, that's all I have.